Hi everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today I'm going to be doing a Booktuber shoutout video. I don't do these very often anymore because I just am really bad about discovering new booktubers. The amount of time that I spend on YouTube has decreased recently, and so I feel like I don't have as much time to search out for new people. I wanted to do a shout out video because I always enjoy sort of raising awareness to people who might have smaller audiences than I do, but make really great content. Everyone that I'm going to be highlighting today has less than 5,000 subscribers. One of them has less than 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, you should definitely check out all of these people. They're all fantastic. I love them a whole lot. So the first two people that I wanted to shout out are people that I mentioned really quickly in my Nonfiction November tag that I did a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to do like sort of a proper shout out for them. So the first one is Read, Create, Repeat Homeschool. She has less than 1,000 subscribers and she's really fantastic. She reads a lot of books and she reads a wide variety of books. She's also someone who just comes across as being like really kind-hearted and sweet and caring about other people. She cares a lot about social justice issues, so she's been reading a lot of books related to that. As you could tell by the title of her channel, she also homeschools, so sometimes she does videos on that as well. So if that's of interest to you, you should definitely check her out. Yeah, she's just really, really kind and I really enjoy watching her videos, and she always has really thoughtful things to say about the books that she reads. The other one is Vanessa from Splitreads, who I also mentioned in that video. She's probably on my list of like current booktubers who I get really excited about when they publish new videos. Most of the time she's doing wrap-ups of the books that she recently read, and she reads a lot of nonfiction. So if you are someone who enjoys nonfiction, you should definitely check her out. But she also reads a lot of like literary fiction as well. She also reads a decent amount of graphic novels, which I feel like less and less people, including myself, haven't been talking about as much on Booktube. So I always sort of appreciate it when I find people who talk about these genres that aren't necessarily talked about quite as often in other parts of the Booktube world. Next, I have Sarai from Sarai Talks Books, and she also has less than 2,000 subscribers. And I was like shocked when I saw that because she 100% deserves more. She also reads a wide variety of books, but a lot of times she focuses on sort of like literary fiction, historical fiction. She reads a little bit of nonfiction as well. I really enjoy whenever she does book reviews and book wrap-ups because she's also someone who's very, very thoughtful about the books that she reads and her experiences with those books. She also focuses a lot on like reading diversely in terms of like reading books from around the world and different types of authors and different subject matters. It really like warms my heart when I find other booktubers like that. Next, I have Yves Alexandria, who I really enjoy because I don't watch a lot of like SFF booktubers. There are a handful who I really, really enjoy, but I feel like Yves Alexandria reads a lot of SFF, but talks about it in a way that makes it more palatable for someone like me who doesn't delve into those worlds very often. She also reads a lot of like mysteries and thrillers and genre fiction like that, along with like occasional like historical fiction and literary fiction as well. But I really enjoy the way that she talks about SFF and mysteries and thrillers because I feel like if you're not used to those genres, it can be kind of overwhelming in terms of like how to jump into those books, and I feel like she reads a wide variety of those books and talks about it in a way that I know when she reviews one of those books, I know how I'm going to react to that book, if that makes sense. Next, I have Bree Hill, who has less than 3,000 subscribers. She is fantastic. She's a complete sweetheart. I love the way that she talks about books. She's always so passionate and so in love with books and reading, and I really feel like that just makes me really excited about books and reading. One of the many things that I enjoy about her reading choices is the fact that she reads a decent amount of poetry, which is a world that I know nothing about and have very little exposure to. So again, she's one of those people who exposes me to a set of books that I probably would have never heard about otherwise. But she's also very willing to try new things and to branch out. She reads nonfiction, she reads memoirs, she reads historical fiction. She just started getting into mysteries, I know. Yeah, she's really fantastic. Really love her. Next, I have Jennifer over at Insert Literary Pun Here, who I've mentioned on my channel before in passing. And I believe I mentioned her in a tag video as like a shout out, but I wanted to do sort of like a proper shout out for her as well. She has less than 4,000 subscribers, which again, I'm completely shocked by because I could have sworn she had more, maybe just because I think that she deserves more. She reads a lot of literary fiction, but she also reads a good amount of like historical fiction and nonfiction as well. But she does really, really fantastic reviews and finds really great angles and sort of insights in terms of the books that she's reading. She's probably one of those booktubers who aligns very closely with my own reading taste. Not always. Like, we definitely obviously have our differences because there's never going to be anyone who perfectly aligns with your own reading taste, but I definitely take her recommendations to heart, especially when she's really, really excited about a book. And I think a lot of times when I'm feeling slightly jaded about literary fiction, she can get me really excited about a lit fic book. And then finally, I have the Book Castle, who has probably the most aesthetically beautiful videos I've seen in a long time. When it comes to BookTube, I don't really care that much about like the way videos look in general. Like, as long as I can see you, I can see the book for the most part, and I can hear you pretty well, I'm content. But she has just like beautiful videos. I don't know if it's just like the way that she has set up her house, and so it all just looks very aesthetically pleasing, or if she does something with her videos themselves that make them look so pleasing, but they just look beautiful. She also reads great books, which helps too. She reads a pretty decent amount of like the big books that are out there. She reads contemporary fiction, historical fiction, mysteries and thrillers, nonfiction, basically all of the stuff that I love. She also seems to cover as well. So yeah, those are some quick booktuber shoutouts. Definitely check out all of those channels if you get the chance. I will have links to all of them down in the description below. I won't be putting all of them in the cards because you're only allowed 5 cards and I have more than 5 people I shouted out here. So yeah, check out the description for all of their channel links. I think that if you like my channel, you will probably like these channels as well, and I highly, highly recommend checking them out. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching.